Hello Plushomaniacs, and thank you for checking in to this review. Now today's plush that we will be reviewing is actually quite a new plush. This is the Club Mocchi-Mocchi Chain Chomp pillow, and it barely released back in February of 2022. Now I wanted to get this plush originally when it released, but it was around $40 to $50 on some of the pre-order websites, and I just decided to hold out on getting it on the internet, and I'm glad I did, because earlier today I found this plush at my local Target for only $34.99. So if you've been looking to get this new release from Tomy, I'd suggest checking your local Target or any other fine plush establishment that is very similar to that. So yeah, this is not an unboxing because I obviously did not order this in the post. So let's just get on with reviewing it. This plush is a very big one. I had to extend the tripod's legs out a little more than usual just so I can get the full plush on camera. This is a pretty buff boy here. I think it's 15 inches. You might have to look on the Amazon listings for the full dimensions of this, but this is the biggest Mocchi-Mocchi plush that I think that there is, besides like the way big 40-inch ones, I think. But this is the biggest one that I have, I should say, which is better terminology. It's about 15 inches, I would say, but you'll have to do more research on that. Now let's get into its actual details. So the actual body, the perimeter is made of the same soft Mocchi-Mocchi material that I'm sure you have all felt by now that they use for all of them. It's the same very soft, velvety, squishy, very squishy. You could lay your head on this, it feels like memory foam. Just a very soft material that's very malleable and that you could shape to anything you like. You could see I'm kind of fixing its shape as I'm doing this video. But there's that. The whole thing is made with this material. Now let's move on to its eyes, which feature great sewing around the perimeter of the eyes. The innards are covered with a soft fabric. The black perimeter is also finely stitched, along with the soft inner part of the pupils. Now let's move on to the mouth. So the inner part of the mouth is just the same material as this blue part, but it's just separated from the white by fine stitching along the perimeter of the teeth, which gives it that distinct look. Now the teeth don't have any special material either. It's just separated between these fine teeth stitches. And they are great quality stitches. They have improved so much Mocchi-Mocchi from their original releases. Because when they came out with like the original Shy Guy and Blooper, I was not a fan of these plushes. But ever since they did the Thwomps and the Chain Chomps and the Bowser Shell, I've really become a fan of these new plushes, and I hope they continue to make more obscure ones like this. Now let's move on to the chain. The part that's keeping the chain onto the ball is actually a little bit harder than the actual thing. There's something in here, I can't quite describe what that thing is, but you can feel it. It feels kind of squishy, not like a soft squishy. You could see on the camera how this is like more squishy, and this feels like more sturdy, and there's something in here to keep that shape. And this is the chain. It's a little bit shorter than how the chains usually are, but that's not a problem. And it's made with a very thick felt, just like the All-Star Chain Chomp. So let's show the tags real quick. There's the Mocchi-Mocchi tag that has the Marios on it. Tomy's Europe. And yep, 2022 brand new plush. They also released a big flat toad head pillow on a white background, but I have not seen that one yet, and I don't think I'll pick that one up. Tush tag, the usual materials. So yep, that goes for this. That's all for the review portion of this video, but I'm very impressed with this. I was actually very surprised when I saw it in person, because I did not think it would be this big. Now let's move on to the comparisons. We'll of course start off with the All-Star Chain Chomp, and you could just see how much bigger that this one is compared to the All-Star Chain Chomp. This looks like a gargantuan beast compared to this Mocchi Chain Chomp is probably 4, 5, 6 times the size of this, because let's put a side view here just to show you how massive this new pillow is. Now there is a little bit of a difference with how the actual things look. You can see that the mouth on this one is fully closed, or its teeth are actually clamped. He's in a biting pose, I should say. He's biting his teeth, and you cannot see anything behind the teeth. While this one has a full open mouth where he's showing his pearly whites, and you could see the back part of the mouth, which you cannot for this. This is also a more rough material that's mostly made to keep the actual ball shaped more so than just a pillow. They made this for just for collectors and for people who just want to play with a Chomp, and then this is more of a decorative pillow type of thing. So there's that. There's not much similarities between them in terms of quality. The only thing that's the exact same type is just the chain material. These are both felt, and they're actually the same thickness. They just widened the chain on this because they had to scale up the chain, is what I'm saying. So there's All-Star Chain Chomp. And then there's the old Sine Chain Chomp from 2013. So like with the All-Star Chain Chomp, there's not much in common. And there is really nothing in common. I just wanted to show it because it's the only other Chomp we have besides these. So there's all the Chomps. And I just wanted to show one last one in the comparisons just so you viewers at home can get the put into perspective how big this thing is. So this is the same Mochi Bowser shell that we also have a video on, I'm pretty sure. And I just wanted to compare these two just to show the size. They're pretty much the same, they're the same around, they have the same diameter. I guess that's the right term, diameter. Same size and diameter, but this one is probably about half as tall as this one. So if you have this shell, you can expect the Chain Chomp to be the same diameter, but just a tiny bit taller than that. So that's all for this new Mochi Chain Chomp review. Let us know what you think about this new Mochi-Mocchi release in the comments below. Let us know if you have it, and if you like it, and what you think about the Chomp after seeing this in-depth review. So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to follow us on all of our social medias, join our Discord, and make sure to like the video and subscribe for much more reviews and unboxings and brand new plush coverage just like this. So thank you very much. Goodbye.